100 Men March in honor of Nelson Mandela. A very good morning to you once again, Sipho.
All right, well, the 100 Men March against violence against women and children is picking up steam, with various civil society groups participating. We see some religious groups here singing and lending their support. Of course, we also have the police cadets that have also come here with Minister Cele to lend their support, and I do have the minister himself right next with me. Thank you, Minister, for your time. You've brought 100 police cadets here to lend their support. Just talk to us about that.
Well, I wish the day would be daily, not just once off, so that we get enough time to orientate the men that the safety of women and children is on the understanding a better framework of men to correct their thinking, so that women and men can be safe. As South African police, we have brought 1,227 students. They are all students. We hope that for them to be students and come and experience practical activities like this will orientate them to understand better when they go for their profession, when they go to police station, to say South Africans are looking upon them for their own safety. We hope this day will go a long day in helping them to understand the environment better.
Often with gender-based violence and child abuse cases, police get criticized. They don't handle the case with sensitivity, that they don't necessarily have the skills needed to deal with such cases. What's your response to this?
Well, some of the police, that's the word, operational word I always use. Some of the police are the bad apples. They don't do their jobs as supposed they do. When women come to report at the police station, they send them back to negotiate. I've been making a call all the time that it's not their job to tell the police, to tell the women to go and negotiate. Theirs is to arrest those people, because next time that woman is not coming back to the police station is dead. But more and many other police, for last year only, we sent more than 600 people to life sentence. Those people, because police have done a good job in investigation. We've got in the country about 130 groupings of people and of units that are working on the safety of women per se in every station. So we're trying to raise the bar when it comes to the protection of the women and children. That's the epitome of policing as we speak this year.
All right, thank you, Minister Cele. I have to speak to your colleague in cabinet, that is Minister Ayanda Dlodlo, who is also here. If I can just grab the minister for comment as well. Public Service and Administration Minister, thank you for your time. I see government is fully behind this initiative. Just talk to us about this.
Well, we have to be fully behind it. It's initiated by civil society together with our government, and I think we have to support an initiative like this, because we have seen the scourge against women and children in our country ballooning to unprecedented proportions, to a point where some have called it femicide. And to see men at the forefront of this march is what softens the heart and makes us all feel proud of the type of men that we have in our country.
And now, the movement that you represent, the ANC, often is criticized that when a prominent member of theirs has been involved in cases of gender violence, that you haven't spoken out very strongly. There's some members in parliament that some sections of society have called for them to be fired. So what's your response to this? You are here saying we don't stand against anti-gender-based violence, but then there are some members of yours that society are saying you should fire them as MPs.
I think this is civil society, of which the African National Congress's members are a part of. We in government as well do represent the people of this country. So I think it's an unfair criticism to only label against the African National Congress. We have had problems with almost all of the political parties with regards to issues of violence against others. It might not just be women, but violence in general. And that's a scourge that has beset our country, the psyche in which we are steeped in that is of violence is something that we all experience. So we do not condone violence, whether it is violence meted against our own members of the ANC or by members of the African National Congress. We always do speak out on that.
Now there was calls for the president to come join the march. Do you know if he's coming as well, or what's the story with the president?
I don't know. The organizers will be able to tell you so.
All right, well, thank you, Minister. Well, there you have it. Various civil society groups are coming here to raise their voice and lend their support, saying no to violence to women and children. I just spoke there to Minister Ayanda Dlodlo, saying that government is fully behind this campaign along with civil society groups. But certainly the atmosphere is picking up steam here, and I'm sure you can hear the noise in the background. There's a lot of activities. We're seeing the Tshwane Mayor Solom Simanga also just speaking with some of the ministers that are here. So certainly, this gathering here is not just about political parties, but it is across political lines and just coming together and standing against violence and gender-based violence and violence against children. Of course, now the march is going to proceed from here. That is Kona Madiba and Khosi Mampuru Street, and then from here it's going to go to the Union Buildings. It's a 2.5 kilometer walk, and then once we get to Union Buildings, then we'll have those speeches and memorandum being handed over there. Of course, we will keep with the live broadcast all the way through to the Union Buildings, but for now it's back to you in studio.
Sipho, thank you very much indeed for your time. Sipho Stuurman, they're covering the 100-men march for us. We will keep in contact with you as the day progresses.